didn't see you there. My name is Low Drag, and I'm with Swagger Down Range. Today, I've got a new gun for you. It's the Roland Special. Now, who is Roland, and why is he special? I have no idea. Alright guys, but all jokes aside, this is actually a pretty cool gun. This is the Roland Special, and we're going to talk about it today. Alright, so what is the Roland Special? Basically, this gun started off as a Glock 19. So I've got an FDE Gen 3 Glock 19, and each of the parts kind of contributes to this whole build. First of all, and most obviously, we have an RMR, and the work is actually done by a company called ATEI Guns. And I sent off my slide. I waited about 2 months. I sent in my RMR because they had to cut specifically for this red dot. I had them install it as well. I've got front and rear enhanced serrations, as you can see, on actually both sides of the gun. This one in particular, I asked for them to leave the Glock 19 because I think it looks pretty sweet. We also have top serrations, as you can see right here, and it kind of gives it a little bit more character as well as a little bit of a place to get some grip for a press check. And I've put Ameriglow suppressor height sights on that to co-witness through the red dot window. Now, you can see on the front end, I've got a little bit going on here. This is made by KKM. It's a match grade barrel. This one is actually a black nitride finish, so that actually coats the entire barrel. And I have their 4-port compensator on the front held together by set screws. Now underneath the compensator, I have the Surefire X300A light. This one's a 500 or 600 depending on generation that you have lumen light. It's got ambidextrous switches for activation, so you can push it on both sides, and there is constant as well. And basically, these two work together really well because the compensator extends out the front and keeps carbon from coating the lens, so it's a little bit easier on your light, so that way it doesn't get covered up and you can't use your light at nighttime. And the final piece that I have on my gun that's obvious from what you can see is the Freya magwell. It's made by Raven Concealment. It is specific to the frame of the gun, so you do have to buy appropriately, but it does give me a little bit more grip at the bottom, just hooks in my pinky, and it does allow for slightly faster reloads. The other thing that's nice about the Freya is it's very low profile, so it's very easy to conceal with. It doesn't have a huge flare at the bottom, so that way it fits well under shirts and jackets. On the other side here, I have a Vickers extended mag release as well as an extended slide release that just allows me to drop mags a little easier and also lock the slide up for malfunction or drop the slide easy if I so desire. On the inside, I have a 3.5 pound connector that's basically part of the Roland formula, as well as Wolf springs that are basically going to give me a little bit more positive reset. The over travel is a little bit shorter, I believe. But all in all, there's not too many upgrades on the internals, and realistically, if you wanted to, you can keep it stock. I also do not have the frame stippled. That is part of the Roland package. And if you're buying the Roland package specifically from ATEI, because they actually do the slide work on this gun, as well as the framework, and also provide a package deal that you can buy, it's about $2,300 if you provide the gun. They do a full 360 stipple as well as a radial cut right here for you, and they also include an Overwatch trigger.
Alright, so you might be thinking to yourself, why is my Glock 19 not cool enough and why do I need to drop $2,300 into it? Man, this gun's just not even cool anymore. Well, you get a couple really cool things with this. The red dot actually It's a learning curve, but once you get it, it makes shooting faster and easier, because instead of focusing on your front sight, trying to track that front sight, you're gonna be focusing on your target. So that makes things easier and faster. The comp you have on here, well, now it's a little tough because it actually doesn't reduce much recoil, but it makes the gun feel a lot flatter. If you looked at it side by side, depending on the ammo you look at, it's not gonna do a whole bunch for recoil reduction, but it definitely makes the gun feel different tracking, because you have weight out in the front and you are dispersing your blast and your concussion out a little bit. Now, is it for everybody? No, probably not. Is it changing your gun to the point where you have to have it? No, probably not, but it's cool as hell. And if I had $2,300 to drop on that right now, I would have one. I'm not as cool as low drag, so I don't, but I would run one. They're very cool.
So it shoots really flat. The muzzle flip itself feels the same as like my 17 or a 19 or anything like that. The difference is that recoil impulse coming this way. Let's shoot some more. It's a lot of fun. The gun's capable of just going really fast, and it's a lot of fun to shoot. Red dots, I haven't had a ton of trigger time on red dots. I'm planning on doing a arm cut on my gun, but the RMR, I think it's the next thing. A lot of people are going to it. Red dots and handguns, I think, are gonna be a norm, just like how red dots on ARs are a norm now.
Let's talk about holsters, because this gun is relatively unique, so you do have to have a holster built for your gun. The one I'm running is a Raven Concealment Roland Special holster.
Shooter ready? Stand by. Beep!
Where's my gun?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, press check. Oh, it's a red dot.
Buttons! Give me my gun back! What the hell? So if you're interested in building a Roland Special yourself, you can actually source out a lot of the parts online. The facility that we're actually shooting at today, they actually have built Rolands in the past. They are called West Coast Armory in Bellevue, so if you happen to be in the local area, you can definitely check them out. They've got a little bit of expertise on that. But most of your local shops will probably be able to source out the parts for you if you're not able to purchase them on your own online.
Well, I guess I could keep shooting this one. It's just not the same! It's not the same!